deception so we could get it past the stupid American people. Their stupidity works to a politician's advantage. She then says this.
I don't know who he is. He didn't help write our bill. And so, with all due respect to your question, you have a person who wasn't writing our bill commenting on what was going on when we were writing the bill.
Okay, stop. Now, can we play, before you have her quote, can you go to the place where he says, I wrote this specific part of the bill? Listen.
You gotta say you like small business in America, or you're a communist. And so it's taxpayers for small business. It's a very small part of the bill. I mean, I'm not opposed to them, but they're very tightly targeted. And what's nice about the way they're structured, I'm biased here. It's like the one bit of the bill I actually wrote. Okay? So like the way they're structured is they're targeted.
Okay, so here you go. Here he is. This is the specific part that I wrote. So line number 1 with Nancy Pelosi. Line number 2, I don't know who he is. Back to a flashback. I don't know if they know that there is this thing that Edison came up with called a recording.
That sounds crazy.
It must be brand new, right?
Yeah, it's brand new.
Yeah,
it's brand new. We have it on a wax cylinder here. Here's Nancy Pelosi from the time tunnel.
I don't know if you have seen Jonathan Gruber of MIT's analysis of what the comparison is to the status quo.
I'm sorry. Hang on just a second. Could you go back to cut 471?
Yes, because it seems like...
I don't know who he is. He didn't help.
Can you go back to what you just played?
I don't know if you have seen Jonathan Gruber of MIT's analysis of what the comparison is.
Thank you, Thomas Edison. Thank you.
Think about that. Not only does she know who he is, she's acting as if she's so familiar with his work that she can cite him as an expert on it. She could actually use him as an example of her incredible knowledge of this bill. I mean, it's so
And she was
bad.
executing, well, you got to pass the bill to find out what's in the bill. She was executing his plan.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What he's saying, the people are stupid, so just pass it, and then they'll find out later. She's executing his plan.
It's great.
I don't know who he is. I don't know if you have seen Jonathan Gruber of MIT's I don't know who he is. I don't know if you have seen Jonathan Gruber of MIT's analysis.
Right, but she doesn't have any idea.
I don't know who he is.
Okay, so now here's Gruber on Massachusetts and the dirty little secret that Massachusetts has.
The first respect is the dirty secret in Massachusetts is the feds paid for our bill. Okay? In Massachusetts, we had a very powerful senator you may know named Ted Kennedy. Ted Kennedy had basically figured out, Ted Kennedy and smart people in Massachusetts had basically figured out a way to sort of rip off the feds for about $400 million a year.
Rip off the feds for $400 million a year. The dirty little secret. And he's proud of that. They're proud that Ted Kennedy found a way to rip the American people off. He's proud of that.
Did anybody know until this point that the federal government was paying for Massachusetts healthcare plan?
No idea. That's why
$1 million a year.
That's why I was saying, if Massachusetts wants to do that, let Massachusetts do it.
Yes, right.
Right. No, you're paying for Massachusetts. And it's a dirty little secret that they are celebrating. But you, according to them, you are too stupid to understand it or to care about it. Now, go to Ed Henry, cut 447. Here he is, asked about Gruber's comments, and asks, is this the kind of transparency that we should expect?
Well, I'm not sure, frankly, Ed. The fact of the matter is the process associated with writing and passing and implementing the Affordable Care Act has been extraordinarily transparent. We all sat through many town hall meetings.
It's incredible.
And discussions.
That was going to hurt you. He wasn't talking about the benefits. He was saying that some of the negative sides, you misled people.
Well, again, it sounds like you may have watched the video a few more times than I have. Right. Again,
how dishonest.
I think you probably watched it more than I have, so I'm not going to quibble with what he actually said. I do think that the question that you raised is...
I'm not going to quibble with what he may have said, because I don't know what he said. I'm just going to deny everything. I'm just going to say the opposite of what he said.
I'm not going to quibble with what he said and what you're saying he said.
I'm just going to lie about what he said.
I'm just going to tell you and completely fill your head with lies while I tell you that we've never been more transparent than we are
Never
right
been
now.
more transparent.
I mean, this guy's job is to
amazing.
come up with reasons to deflect the biggest attacks, right?
Yeah, look,
and he
you
just
guys
hasn't
have
been
watched
briefed.
this. I haven't watched
Does
it.
anyone believe that the White House press secretary is not intimately familiar with what this guy said in these videos now?
No, he's busy. He's on other things.
It's his whole job right now is
No,
deflecting on these videos. He doesn't know anything about them, though.
Obamacare has nothing to do with the president. Wait a minute. Hang on.
It is his signature piece of legislation, but other than that,